as well. So will the Home Secretary share what the plan will be for areas beyond that she's announced today, and what legal powers will these inquiries have to ensure that they have teeth and justice can be delivered? We must all dignify survivors' experiences with action. We must honour all survivors' stories with reform. Lady Justice demands it, and so does the tempered sword that she wields.
Hear, hear.
And I welcome the points the honourable member has made on this extremely serious issue. And he was right that actually for many victims and survivors, what they need is a proper police investigation to go after the perpetrators, to prosecute them, to hold them to account, to get justice and to get those perpetrators behind bars. And that will help protect other young people as well. So I think one of the most important changes we're making is making it easier to get those investigations reopened where, for the wrong reasons, they have been closed down and actually justice still needs to be done. Giving victims the stronger right to review, to be able to go to an independent panel with their case and to have it independently reviewed so it can be reopened, and also asking police forces across the country to now review the closed cases and to look at pursuing new lines of inquiry with the task force support and to making sure that they can do so. For in terms of the areas that Tom Crowther, who did the Telford inquiry, will work with 5 areas on the kinds of inquiry that they may want to take forward involving victims and survivors, because I think that is crucial, is involving the victims and survivors in the design. But what we know is from one of the Telford survivors who has said, because she gave evidence to both the national inquiry and to the local inquiry, and she found that local inquiry was far more effective at getting the changes in that area and also easier for her to be able to give evidence to as well. So that's why we need areas to be able to learn from what Telford did effectively, but also to be backed up by a stronger arrangement for accountability, a stronger mechanisms to be able to hold local organisations to account if they are not complying, but we do also expect local organisations to comply and to be part of finding truth and justice for survivors.
Debbie Abrahams.
Thank you so much, Madam Deputy Speaker, and I welcome my right honourable friend's statement and the measures she's included in that, and thank her for her promptness in doing that. I'd also like to thank her team, especially the Minister for Safeguarding, for listening to and providing support to constituents who've gone through such horrific abuse. Can I ask my right honourable friend how she will ensure that not only the individuals who were responsible for this awful abuse are caught and convicted, but also those who fail to protect and to support these vulnerable young people, because it's not just young women that have been affected in Oldham, it's also young men, and how they will be held to account. Thank you.
Margaret Friend is right to raise these important points. I know this is an issue she has worked on for many years. One of the things that we need to do is we actually need to strengthen the law on this. We need to have a much stronger legal framework in order to be able to make sure that there is proper accountability, not just the holding to account and properly punishing perpetrators of appalling abuse, but also holding to account institutions and individuals who fail to take the action that is needed to protect our children. And that means the duty to report, making it an offence to cover up child abuse, and also a duty of candour to be able to comply and to provide the information, to provide the transparency in these cases, and also looking at the other local mechanisms that we need in place in areas like hers and across the country to be able to make sure that there is proper accountability when things go really badly wrong.
Chair of the Select Committee, Dame Karen Bradley.
Thank you very much, Madam Deputy Speaker. I welcome the statement and my committee will look carefully at it. Professor Alexis Jay is in front of us on Tuesday next week and I'm sure we will come back with further points. But just 2 points today. The first is around duty to report. In many cases, reports were made, but the victims were simply not listened to and not believed. So what can she do to make sure that that changes? And I am not clear from her answers so far.
implementation of standards to be able to do so. So who are being exploited, and often